So.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and explain the camera real quick because I know a lot of you are like, what is going on? So as part of my student teaching, I have to record a couple of lessons this semester. Excuse me. And I have to send them to my professors that live in Prescott, Arizona, which is 3 or so, 4 hours away from here. In a very lovely little town. But I have to send them some lessons so they can look them over and check them out and make sure I'm not saying some crazy things. So don't worry about the camera. I'm going to use it when you guys are going through your study guide and just kind of check in with you guys. But again, no one's going to see this except for the person that's just making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So for the study guide, I thought today, instead of giving you time to work in the classroom, I thought I would give you time to go work in the garden. I really like it outside. It's very nice outside. The garden's got a lot of cool places to sit and hang out as long as we're working. So there are going to be several of us out there that are going to walk around and make sure you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing. So this is kind of an experiment. I want to go out and use the garden. We have a fantastic garden area. But by letting us all go out there, I'm putting a lot of trust in you guys. I haven't done this with any of my classes yet. This is the first class that's going to get to do this. You guys are kind of the pilot class. So I'm trusting you to be respectful of not only the garden area, but of the time I've given you to work on your study guide. Are there any questions about that? You may work with who you want to on it, but keep in mind that although some of you are friends, it's not always best to work with friends because sometimes, like I know I've got two really good friends, so let me just use some anecdotal evidence here. I've got two really good friends, Albert and Aaron. I work really well with Aaron. I could do that. We're all really good friends. Aaron and I can get along and remember that we're supposed to be working on things. If me and Albert are doing it together, we're getting nothing done. Nothing will happen. We're going to play around the whole time. We're going to joke. We're going to tell stories. We're going to do everything except for what we're supposed to be doing. Promise you, guaranteed it's going to happen. So, if I were doing this and I were with my two best friends, I would probably do it with Aaron or by myself. And if Albert was like, yo, Chris, let's do this, I'd be like, Albert, man, I like you. You're my friend. But we got to save that for friend time because work time is just not going to fly with you. That's probably my fault. I like to talk a lot. But so remember, when you're picking who you want to work with, if you're picking a friend, that's okay, but make sure it's somebody you will actually get work done with. Because you do need to do this in order to study for your exam. Questions? Go ahead. About the study guide? I'll talk about that in 1 second. At the end of our little study sesh, we're going to come back inside, and I've got a small writing assignment for you guys to do. I know you're probably thinking to yourselves, you ain't Margot. But I have a little reflection that I would like you guys to write. Nothing major, nothing crazy, but something I want you guys to think about and write about. So towards the end of class, I'm going to gather you guys up. We'll head back to class, and we'll do a little bit of writing, a little reflection. So, the first part says percent of quantity, number 1, 2, and 3. It does not say to use a proportion, so you are not required to use proportions. Use whatever method you want. The next part says percent of quantity, part 2, and it says use proportions. For those questions, number 5, 6, and 7, you are required to use proportions. Number 8 is another proportions question, but it's kind of a tricky one. That's why it's a full page. It requires you to do a little bit of thinking. Numbers 9, 10, and 11 and 12 all have to do with tax, tip, and discount. Are there any questions? All right, I'm going to call you up by table to line up. Please take your binder, your pencil, and your study guide. Corey Stable, will you line up first, please? Selena's table, will you line up behind them? Raven's table, will you line up behind them?
Gavin's table.
Giovanni's table behind them. Keith, will you please flash the lights and point to me? So, we're going to go through the hallways. Please behave like I know you know how to behave. Do not act like clowns in the hallway. Remember, you guys are the pilot group. I've not taken a group out to the garden. So if you do well, I might do this with the other classes. If you don't do this well, you will not only lose this opportunity in the future for your class, but you will have lost it for every class that I teach. So I am trusting you. There is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders today. Clayton.
You missed the table.
Oh, my bad, Gavin. I'm sorry. Gavin, you can go to the front of the line. I apologize. I always miss Gavin's table. I mean, yeah, I totally knew Gavin was there. I just was going to let him go last. I think he was going last and put him at the front. All right. Let's head out to the garden quietly and in a line. Sorry, Jen, I forgot the camera. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn it back outside or on when we get outside.